Hello everyone, James Independent here, and yeah, I'd like to make this video about my autism and how my condition affects me. So basically, because of my autism, this is a big factor of my condition. I cannot pick up on social rules, and basically, and two people have gotten offended, but accidentally, I didn't mean to do it. I was using a rule book that on what's appropriate and inappropriate based on what's allowed on kids media. I was thinking, like, if it's allowed on kids media, it must be okay. If it's not allowed on kids media, it must be inappropriate. So I was using that rule book, but I had no idea that the social rule book was different to the media rule book. And also, yeah, that's a big part of it. I don't understand social rules, and I've got into deep shit over it as well. And yeah, that's one of the biggest ways my autism affects me. And another way my autism affects me is like special interests. Like, I have a special interest with the US. Like, I got this Michigan flag behind me and this New York State flag behind me. And also cartoons. I'm a big cartoon fan. There's another special interest I have. And here's my Candice Flynn t-shirt from Phineas and Ferb. And yeah, this is one of my special interests. Animated shows. And also art and listening to music are my two biggest special interests. And I have another YouTube channel all about my artwork. But yeah, the main way my autism affects me is autistic meltdowns, where I lose my shit, but they don't happen that often, thank God. They used to happen more often when I was younger though. And not picking up on social rules, since it's like I'm from another planet, or it's like that I came, like everyone was given a social rule book, but I wasn't. So I have to get in trouble, accidentally offend people to know that it's offensive and it's inappropriate. But I don't know this stuff because my brain works differently to most people. And also have aphantasia as well. I made a video about my aphantasia on my other YouTube channel, since it's linked into my artwork. Since I can still do art even though I have aphantasia, it's where I don't have an inner mind's eye. So that's another way I see the world differently to most people. That's my autism, but my, my autism impacts me the most. And there's times where I wish I wasn't autistic, because the fact that I don't pick up on social rules, I don't have a social rule book, and I have to accidentally offend people to know it's inappropriate. But I just didn't know it until I accidentally offended people. And I got into deep shit, like I said earlier. And yeah, I didn't always accept my autism. I was diagnosed when I was 7. Figured out I had it when I was 11. And I was going through most of my teens. I knew I had autism, but I didn't want to accept it because I didn't want to feel different to most people. And I'm more accepting of my autism now than I did when I was a teenager. But there's still times, like I said earlier in this video, where I wish I wasn't autistic due to the fact of me not reading the room, not picking on my social cues. And another way my autism affects me is that I'm a literal thinker as well. I think literally. I don't think in metaphors, I think literally. And I don't think somebody else means something different to what they say. I just take it as face value. If they say it, that's what they mean. A literal thinker, that's another way my autism affects me. But being a literal thinker isn't always a bad thing. And having special interests isn't a bad thing either. The two main ways my autism affects me are my autistic meltdowns, where I lose my shit, I go shit crazy. And people just want to stay the fuck away from me when I have those autistic meltdowns. And another one is not picking up on social rules. Like, I sometimes say or do stuff thinking it's alright, but it turns out to be inappropriate, and I have no idea because of how my brain works. Because I think differently to most people, and I'm autistic. And I heard about 2% of the world's population is autistic, which is hundreds of millions of people. It sounds like a low percentage, but there's no 8 billion people in the world. So 2% out of 8 billion people is millions of people. So yeah, if you're autistic and you can relate to this, leave a comment on how your autism affects you, and if you can relate to me in any way, or if there's any other differences on how your autism affects you to how my autism affects me. Take care, everyone. Hope this video is informative. to people that don't understand autism. And I hope if you are autistic watching this video and you made it to the end, if you can relate to this and put things into perspective, leave a comment down below. Take care everyone, peace out.